What's up? A training video for you guys today. Yeah, so I fucked my back really bad. You guys will see me training the other day. I was very careful on what I was putting together for my shoulder workout. Shoulder workout, Chris? Yeah, shoulder workout. Yeah, I had to be very careful on what I did. Still through my QL and SIJ joint. I've had this problem actually in my prep when I was lifting nice and heavy for you guys, and it's still kind of carrying over. So it was really bad last week, really, really bad. And it's getting a lot better today. It's my first back session back since. Yeah, so we're going for more assisted movements today. I have to change my whole program up because although I want to deadlift and T-bar row and do all that kind of shit, similar movements, just going for assisted stuff now. I just can't aggravate it because I'm only just kind of walking properly today. Pushing that session the other day probably was a little bit too much for Simon. So I've got Alma here down today, the other team Pearce trainer, and we're going to roll through some backs. So nothing's going to change too much. We're going to hit some chins, move to some assisted rows and do some variations of assisted rows. So we're still hitting different targeted parts of the muscle group. Working on those intensity techniques and really trying to, go for that max overload without causing any other damage to what we've already got. So we're going to really warm up. And one thing as well before I get started, the warm up, okay? Warm-ups are crucial, okay? Get a sweat on before you start. I don't really care how you warm up. You might have your own kind of principles or protocols, whatever. Can be different to your program. Where, you guys will see my recent videos that Mike give me shit about how many chest flies I do before I train. But, look, I do that because I just keep warming up until I build a sweat on. I get a nice, hard, heavy pump. I get a sweat on, I'm raring to go. I've done in the past, I kind of jump into things and I'm not warmed up enough, I have a good session, okay? So my key thing is right now is to, really warm up hard, get a good contraction through the muscle, get a lot of blood through the muscle, get my head there, then turn it on. So back day, stay tuned. Haven't trained back for 9 days. It's crazy with that extra recovery. Yeah. Blood flow is just coming in just from this. Yeah, because probably I don't know that long off the back end. Ages. All good. So yeah. If you're going to have a symmetrical physique, you got to have symmetrical clothing with colours and symmetrical weights. So I'm still copying my movements. Usually I hit chins, T-bar rows, dumbbell rows, some sort of deadlift. I hit this one as well, double. So we decided today I'm going to go this dual arm instead of T-bars. This is now single arm instead of one arm dumbbells. throw this assisted T-bar in as well. So everything supports my lower back. And then we're going to build on hamstrings as well. All supported leg curls. So this is still my favourite source of back equipment. I just think it's the best angle, best reach, all over. Out of all the machines that are out there, back-wise, I just love this machine. We switched to a hammer strength lateral row, where I'm actually standing into it and pressing my chest in. So similar, just the angle is better for me and my body's mechanics. So I can really contract through that mid-back area, which I'm really trying to thicken up. My problem is that when I, release through my rear lat spread, everything flattens out. So we're really trying to build up that mid-channel. Emery getting the relationship before. He's stretching in between my sets. You always want to make sure we're stretching that fascia out. You guys know me, I love my FST7 training. I'm trying to stretch out the fascia. Very particular today on it. My lower back can't really handle that kind of loading. And I'm still stretching between my sets, trying to push as much blood flow into the muscle as I can, keeping my carbohydrates high during my training sessions. So I'm allowing that glycogen replenishment through my muscle. So it's staying nice and full, and we're stretching the fascia at all times. The fascia is a layer around the muscle, okay? It's a layer that stops the blood from getting in. So the more we stretch it, the more room we have to push blood in and help the muscle grow.
I'm not a sticky bag, but he's got that fucked back. His sticky out ass. And whinges. I've got a sore back. Yeah, sore back, sore back, sore back.
Yeah, okay.